Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. So something a bit different today. I filmed a video the other evening on what's in my bag for my Louis Vuitton on the go, and it was late at night, about 9 o'clock in the evening. Anyway, I'm going to assume she's subscribed, but a lovely lady called Elaine, who often comments on my videos, she said to me, oh actually your makeup's still looking pretty good, would you mind doing a makeup thing, routine, getting ready for work? So here I am, I've had a shower, I've washed my hair. That might even be another video actually, hair care stuff. Anyway, so for now I'm going to go through what would be for me. This isn't like a getting ready with me to go out full on glam at all. This is an everyday look that I do, just enough to kind of like not scare people. So I'm also going to go through some products that I really like from a skincare perspective, not just makeup. So I've washed my face already, and two of my favourite cleansers at the moment, one which I didn't use was this, which is the Slay Makeup Melting Butter Cleanser by, come on, focus. So this is by Drunk Elephant. It actually comes with, I just didn't bring it, it actually comes with like a little little canister of, I think it's bamboo. So if you want to, you can use this, you can see I've used loads of it. You can use this balm just on your skin as a nice gentle cleanser. Or if you want to, you can put it in your hand, mix in some of this bamboo, it comes out a little black, like grain, looks like almost like grains of sand, and mix it up, and then that's quite a nice gentle exfoliant. The thing I love about this, one of the things I love about it the most, it's a really nice cleanser. My skin feels nice afterwards, but you know with so many of these products that come with a spatula, like you end up losing a spatula, it's magnetic. How great is that? So, didn't use that this morning, but I do use this a lot, as you can tell. I like to sort of alternate, have a couple of products on the go. The other one, which is my kind of like my daily cleanser, is this, and this is the Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Pore Perfecting Cleansing Gel. So you put that on with some water. It goes, doesn't foamy, but you can get a little bit of a lather up. Rinse it off, but it's really nice, and it's really nice on the pores. And what I match that with is this, which is where they're getting ready with me starts, which is the DCL Alpha Beta Gel Toner. And apparently this effectively treats breakouts. So I will put a link, absolutely everything I've got here, I will put a link in the description box below. I think pretty much everything is readily available. If it's not, then that'll be why it's missing from the description box, but I'll put everything in there below. So put some of that on the cotton pad, and we'll just go over. This I do think is good. I have had, as you can see, a bit of a breakout there. I've also been in the sun today and I've gone a bit blotchy. So anyway, so I shall just, I've got a mirror here as well. So yeah, that has maybe go a little bit blotchy, but it actually looks worse. My face looks a lot redder in camera than it does in the mirror. Obviously I can't show you, but always does. I don't know why, I'm sure there's a reason for it, but anyway. So that's that. Put that aside. So once I've gone in, I've cleansed and I've toned. Next I will go in with my eye serum. So I've got a whole bunch of products on the floor next to me. And the one I like is, and this is my second one, is the Dr. Dennis Gross Ferulic and Retinol Triple Correction Eye Serum. So I like this one. I do suffer with dehydration in the eye area. Oops. So we just put a little bit of goo on the end of that. We'll just get rid of that. That's what a leg is for. Right. So again, a little bit on the end of my finger. I don't put a lot on. And this will last me months. Months and months. So really good. So I put that on. Tap it in. Leave it for a bit. This isn't quite how my morning routine goes, because normally I'm getting ready as well, but thankfully I'm already dressed. So normally I would do that. Then I mix in some of my Drunk Elephant Marula oil. I think it's just about run out. And the screw's gone out slightly. So I'll put a couple of drops of that, which is pretty much run out. Let's just try pouring some. Yeah, oh shit. Oops, a little bit too much. So I really like the Drunk Elephant products, as you can tell. It's been good for my skin actually, it's cleared it up a lot. I still get the occasional breakout because, well, that's my skin. I have combination skin which is very susceptible to hormonal breakouts, and whenever I get stressed you see it in my skin. I'm one of those people. So anyway, just kind of mix that together. One of the things with Drunk Elephant products is they really say that you can mix them together to create your own cocktail of what you want. So that goes in. Then normally what I do is put underwear on whilst this soaks in. But anyway, I'm sparing you the full details of my morning routine. So that is that. Then we go in with eye cream, and I'm using again the Dr. Dennis Gross. This matches the same range as the serum I use, so it's ferulic and retinol eye cream. It comes with a little lid. Pull that off and you can see how much I've used. It's the only eye cream I have. I'd rather it wasn't a dippy finger in thing, but you know, I like the product, so I put up with that. And again, just put that on and let that soak in. Like so. And then let's go on to facial moisturiser. So 6 minutes already, Jesus. So again, I'm using Drunk Elephant, and I like the Proteini Polypeptide Cream, which is the green one. The other thing I love about the Drunk Elephant products is the packaging, because when I first saw this I was like, oh, it's a pot I've got to dip my finger in. Oh no, you simply push, do too much, and the cream comes up. So I normally use about that much. Again, this is the only big pot I've bought. I started off with the Littles collection, and basically then from what I like from that collection I've bought in the full size. So that's that. And then I add into that some of this, which I had to get from America but I think is now available in the UK, and this is the D Bronzy Anti-Pollution Sunshine Drops. Again, Drunk Elephant, and I just literally put about that much in, and what this apparently does is blah blah blah. It's anti-pollution anyway. Gives you a glow and has protective antioxidants and omega fatty acids. So I just like to do is to give myself a tiny bit of a base. As you can see, I don't put that much in compared to the moisturiser. I focus the moisturiser on the outsides of my face first. Like I say, I am combination. So whilst I do like to moisturise all of my face, because you can still be combination or oily and be dehydrated. And down onto the neck area. And I just kind of smooth whatever's left on my hands on my décolleté area. Right, so we smooth that in. Now I would normally do something with my hair, or actually put some clothes on, or sort of like a handbag or something for the day. Like I say, my normal routine from going in the shower to leaving the door is 45 minutes max. So everything happens quite quickly. Instead, I'll tell you about a couple of other products that I really like. So for night time, because obviously I'm not going to show you that because it's Get Ready With Me, but for night time, I do really love, this video is by the way not sponsored by Drunk Elephant, or anyone by that matter. So we have the Drunk Elephant TLC Framboos Glycolic Night Serum and the retinol cream that they do. I normally take both of these. I take a small squirt of that, one pump of that, mix them together and put that on along with the same eye serum and eye cream, and that's my nighttime routine. So that's that. The other item that I really like, because I'm just trying to have some sort of organisation here. The other item I really like, which you can't get in the UK unfortunately. I had to get this shipped within America. Luckily my friend Sammy Bear, who lives in America, was coming over to visit the UK, which, you know, she's English. So she brought this with me, and I ordered two. This is the first one that I've opened. So this is the TLC Sakari Baby Facial. So this is a weekly treatment, and it's quite strong. That is a warning. Don't go in the sun and then use this. So I don't use this all the time. I don't use it every week. I probably would in the winter more. But it's got 25% AHAs and 2% BHAs. But it is strong, I will say that. If you're suffering from using too much retinol or anything like that and your skin is the tiniest bit sore, do not use this. That is my hint from experience. So that's that. Right. So now that my moisturizer's been in, normally what I will do now is I will curl my eyelashes. So I've just got I absolutely love the Charlotte Tilbury look of her eyelash curler. But I just have what's mine? Oh, it's a Tweezer Man. So I've had this a little while. I'm doing this video, by the way, with no ring light at all. So you are, yeah. Anyway. Hopefully this will show that makeup can help. So eyelashes are then curled, and then I'm going with a primer, and two primers I like at the moment. I really struggle to find primers that work on me, but I do like the Jane Iredale Smooth Affair, and I only have a tester size of that, but I do like it. A little goes a long way. Travel with this all the time. Love that. But what I tend to use is the Fenty Beauty primer. Also got the Fenty Beauty foundation. Oh, I've cracked the lid on that. Oh well. Foundation, but I don't love it. It's quite thick. So I'm just going to, concentrating on the T-zone, pop that on. Right, now, if I was just having a lazy weekend at home, I would go in with this Chanel Le Beige's water tint, or eau de tint, and then go over it with some Le Beige's powder. But ordinarily for work I do not do that. I use a choice. So I've got Perfection Lumiere Velvet by Chanel, which I love. It's quite runny, quite thin. It's normally for when I'm having more of a good skin day, I just don't want to put too much on. And I wear 30 Beige in this. Had that ages, do love it. Or I have started trying out the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation, and I've got the colour 5N. I'm not loving it. I'm not disliking it, and there's a lot of foundations I dislike. I just find it breaks up a bit on my skin. Not like really badly, not in patches, but just overall, it almost has that look of like you've put foundation on skin that's too dry, but I know that my skin isn't dry, and other foundations I've got don't do it. So I'm still wrestling with it. I don't, like I say, it looks, from a distance it looks great, but if I look up really close, I'm not loving it. I actually had this put on professionally a couple of days ago, where with Space NK I had, they're like inviting all their customers to go along for a free makeup. So I had a pro makeup artist who actually said I got the right colour, so well done me for picking online. And yeah, it looked great when she put it on. Within about 3 hours, I don't think I agreed with the primer that she used, even though it's supposed to be like a really good primer. It was like £80, it was a Chantanel one. But anyway, so we're working on that one. I'm not ready to give up yet. But my day-to-day love foundation is the Armani Power Fabric. So for anyone that has got combination skin, that struggles with foundations to stay, absolutely recommend this. I've got shade 6 in this, which may be a little dark, but it works out alright. And what I tend to do is one pump of that. I don't tend to like putting on foundations too thickly, so that's literally what I'll put on. And then I will do one small squirt of the By Terry CC serum, and that's in Sunny Flash. So just a little bit of that, just to add a bit of radiance. Sometimes I don't bother with that. Most of the time I do though, because it's just a case of a quick squirt. And then I will go in with probably needs a bit of clean, but with my artist palm brush. So I just kind of swirl it on my hand, spread out most of it. Like I say, this is normally done in a rush. But it doesn't take too long at all. I find this artist brush really good and makeup goes on super quick. We stretch the head out because, well, when you're in your 40s, there are wrinkles and it just helps to get everything in properly. Right, so that is pretty much there. There's a tiny bit left on my hand, so I'm just going to put a bit more, just push in to that area. And this is my worst side of my face, this is my better one. So already we are looking better. So that's that. Then I will go in with some under eye brightener. So this is the one by Becca, which is called the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. I also recently bought the Charlotte Tilbury colour corrector, which is, see the box here, Magic Vanish. I got the shade medium, but I haven't actually used that yet. I might give that a go tomorrow instead of the Becca. So I just put a little, literally just a little bit of a dab, a little bit in. I also think the Charlotte Tilbury one's going to be good for just once I've used it, also popping into my makeup bag. Right, so that's that, and then I will go in with some concealer. I don't ever do it with the concealer, so one of my favourite concealers is this one, which is the by Terry Terribly Densilis concealer. You can see that's pretty much used up. I like that because it's got serum in it, and like I say, I'm getting on a bit, and the eyes is the bit where I have wrinkles the most, that and the forehead. But I have the Touche Eclat High Cover Radiant Concealer here. So let's just see, have we got enough? No, we'll do it. I do find with this, like none comes out, you click it, none comes out, and then like all manner comes out. Yeah, it's starting to come now. So I just put in a few drops around the eyes. Not too much. We'll put some over here. We've had this breakout, which isn't particularly ugly. It'll go. And then we'll just kind of blend it in with the finger. If I'm not rushing too much, then I might put a tiny bit just under the eyebrows. And again, just blend in with my finger. Right. Talking of eyebrows, next eyebrows. Now this is just, again, really quick brow. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Brows, which just comes with this little brush, and you basically just brush this through. So we'll do that. Yeah. We're nearly done now actually. Oops, we could just completely miss my eyebrow and just put it on the side of my face. So you can see the difference there. I like quite a subtle brow, I just like to enhance them slightly but without doing too much. By the way, my bags also look worse on camera than they are in real life. You're probably thinking put more concealer on, but I don't want it to crease too much, and all concealer creases, but I do find some crease more than others. I'm thinking of trying the NARS Radiant Concealer, and there was another one recently that Wayne Goss promoted. I keep meaning to look that one up. Didn't like the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Concealer when I had tried that out when it first came out. They put that on me and some of the magic powder, and I found it creased dreadfully. Right, so next I will go in with some bronzer, and I like this one, which is by Chanel, and it's the Bronzing Makeup Base. So this is a Soleil Tan de Chanel, so a real classic. Take the lid off, take the other lid off, and then I tend to go into this with a number 6 artist brush and just swirl around there a bit, and then just do a little bit on the forehead, down the sides, blend it in, a little bit, not really to contour too much, but a little bit on the contour, a little bit on the chin and along the jawline, and like I say, then just tend to go in this like number 3 shape. So that's that, just to give a little warmth to this face, but not too much. Right, put the lid back on. Sorry, I can't just leave the lids off whilst I'm doing this. Right, next I'll go in with some setting powder. So again, the one I really like is the Chanel Natural Loose Finish Powder. I tend to prefer to set mine with a loose powder. I will either set this with the puff and just push it in, or I will use a brush. If I'm using a brush, I tend to like either, what number is this? 7 or 8. An artist brush. This is number 7. Either this, because it's a very stiff brush and it goes in nicely, or my hourglass double-ended on the fluffy side. But we'll go in with the artist. So just put a little bit in the lid. Oop, whoops. That wasn't quite a little bit. We've got quite a lot in the lid. Oh well. We'll just tap that and then push. I think with most setting powders, what you really want to do is push it in and disturb your foundation as little as possible. Believe it or not, this is normally like about a 3-minute routine when I do it without talking. Right. And then it's normally at about this point I just move on to eyes, and then we're good to go. I've got a little bit too much on here. Let's just put a bit more on just to get it out the lid. Right. And that kind of went everywhere, which wasn't really what I was going for. Right, that's that. And then we are going to do some stuff on the eyes. And I am going to go in with an eye pencil. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Rock and Coal Iconic Liquid Eye Pencil. And this is an eye cheat for bigger, brighter eyes. So it's like this vanilla kind of colour. It's got all messy, it's all gone in the lid. I don't know why, I don't know how. Anyway, so I just apply this right onto where the waterline is. Particularly as you get older, your eyes look smaller. So we just go on here and do whatever we can. And then also to brighten up the eye area, I will go in with this eye pencil, which is a Marc Jacobs pencil. In, what colour is this? God knows. It's like a silver colour anyway. And these are really nice because they never need sharpening. You just twist the end and then they get longer. So what I tend to do is just put some of this in the corner, like this. Just add a little bit of silvery, and then I might just go up a little bit to here. You'll see why in a moment. Right, so that's that done. And at this point I normally leave the house, along with my portable makeup kit with what little I've got in there. So, one of the first things I will do then when on the road is finish off the eye makeup. So, I have here a travel version of the By Terry Ombre Black Star, and this is in colour number 4 Bronze Moon. Really, really gorgeous colour. So it's exact enough that you can use this under eye, and like I say, I normally do this on a moving train. So under eye there, and just extend a little bit, and then under eye here. So that's like my under eye done, and then I'll go in along the upper lash line and blend out slightly, and then put a bit more on sort of centre to outer, and then I'll do the same the other side. Now, if you're thinking this does not look great and it's a bit messy, you're right. But then do, gosh, 25 minutes already, is get a finger and rub it in. But you know, I'm normally sat on a train and this is where then this silver from the corner blends in. So it's just a little, you know, it's never going to be an amazing eye effect just using that one. But it does at least just give you a little bit of an eye. Just brightens the eye and enlarges the eyes slightly. So then I will go on to mascara. Now, if I am genuinely doing it on the train, I tend to have a travel mascara. At the moment, the one I've been favouring, which I got as a free sample, is the Legendary Lashes 2 by Charlotte Tilbury. That's pretty nice. However, my go-to mascara, I try mascaras all the time, is the Chanel's, and I used to use the original one and they updated. So this is the Chanel Le Volume Revolution. So that's that, and it has a brush like that. Apparently the only difference between the two formulas is the brush, I was told. So we'll go in. So I always have this routine where I do my right eyelashes first. I don't do the open mouth thing. I don't know if that's a myth or if people actually do that. Get the outer bits done. But I like this mascara because I think it's enhancing. You can see there. It's enhancing, but it's not clumpy. It doesn't smudge under the eye typically. I mean, obviously it's really humid and stuff, it will, but typically it doesn't smudge under the eye, doesn't give you those panda eyes. And it lasts ages. I mean, I think the maximum time I had one of these was about 9 months. So it's a little pricey in your high street mascara, but it's well worth it in my eyes. Eyes. So do the bottom right lashes quickly. And then I do the left bottom lashes with what's left. And then I will put in, take back out and do the left eye. Now I do my right top lashes with my right hand and my left top lashes with my left hand. I just feel it gives a greater lift. I'm right-handed, but anyway, that's what I think. And also, you're not going to be you haven't got the risk of getting any in your nose that way, that you might do if you did your other hand over across. Alright, now I do want to venture into trying liquid eyeliner across the top, but I've yet to try that. So that's that, and then I will go on to doing a little bit of, might do a little extra bronzing. So we've got here an Hourglass Luminous Bronze Light. Typically I will have with me my little By Terry kabuki brush, but convenience as I'm sat here, I'm just going to use this Hourglass brush. So again, I'll just do a little bit. I might sometimes do a bit more contouring if I want to. But anyway, that's that. And then I do love the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk blush. I also have the Ecstasy one, which I've had for ages, which I love, but I tend to then use the smaller end of the Hourglass, go around the outer rim. Now, I used to do my brush by smiling, finding my cheek and doing it. Now, as I've got older, so for those older ladies or just those that have got susceptible to wrinkles like me, I did my makeup and then I was like, why have I got stripes here? That is why. So I'm having to now adapt and just kind of not do too much. So I tend to do that on the cheek there and then just go up slightly into the temple and then go around in the other side. The just think it's a really flattering blush, this. It's a nice colour. Okay, so time limit was exceeded, my battery gave up. Well, not the battery, the camera just told me, oh, your time limit's exceeded. I'm still talking. So anyway, so there we go. And then I'll use the centre bit to do a little bit more at the top to get that slight highlight. And then I might then use my finger, do a little bit on the cupid's bow. I might then go in with a little bit more on the cheekbone and a little bit under the eyebrow, sort of mixing in with the eyeshadow. And then I might even go a little bit in the inner corner of the eye as well, just to brighten and kind of tie it all together. So that's that. If I'm on the move and I want to do a touch-up at all, I've got the Travel NARS in Orgasm. And throughout the day, if I want to do any touch-ups, then I've got the Le Beige by Chanel, which comes with a little brush inside. So I'll use that. Or more recently, I've also bought in a loose powder, which I use for travel, by Hourglass, the translucent setting powder. It says it's translucent, but it's, if you can see, it's not white. It's very like a quite light beige colour. Lipsticks, I'm going to go in now with Lip Cheek by Charlotte Tilbury in Pillow Talk. So just go in there. I tend to follow my lip line, but then just do a little bit underneath. Tiny bit for shading, just to try and enhance the lips. I don't have large lips. They're not, you know, not their lips, but they're not that large. No one's going to be asking me to model their lipstick. To be honest, I don't think my modelling days have ever existed. Right. Well, at least it whiles away the time on a train anyway. And then I'll go in with, again, Pillow Talk. This is not the traditional one. It's like a slight more of a like a balm texture, but it's quite nice. A little bit of a shine to it as well, which is also good for the older lady. Right, so I've shown you everything that I put, oh, except for one thing. I've shown you everything that I wanted to show you. That is my everyday makeup look. The final thing that you can use to set it, I've got this Huda Beauty setting spray. Now, I don't tend to use this. This is a waterproof makeup setting spray, ultra matte to finish, shake well before use. I don't always use this, mainly because I haven't finished my makeup by the time I leave the house. But as I am still in-house, I will try that. Well, I've shaken it. Let's just try shutting my eyes and it smells quite nice. Anyway, that is sprayed on. We'll see. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. Here is the finished effect. Thanks for watching, those of you that have. I don't tend to do, well, I am an avid beauty lover, a fan of many products. I don't tend to do many videos because I don't think people want to see the before makeup look on me, and it's, yeah, it's quite a scary thing to do actually. So any questions about any of the products, let me know. If you're thinking, you know what, too old, too ugly, shouldn't be doing these videos, you got a point, please don't tell me. Keep it to yourself. Nothing nice to say nothing at all. So yeah, happy to answer any questions about the products, and hope you all have a good day or evening.